Visual sync starting from new game going down. That's one. Let's try that again, shall we? Visual stinks. Oh my god.
Warning, I swear a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Library of Ruina. Today, Floor of Natural Sciences. I get the feeling, and this is purely based on Abnos, that we're going to be going up against Oswald, because Gesture of Nihil, Oswald, it makes sense, right? But whether or not that's true, I mean, we're literally about to find out. But my suspicion is going to be Oswald because it would make sense. But before we get to that, we're going to get to the decks I've made, and I mean, I always say, like, I don't think these are good, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really sure about these. Every time I finished making one, I was like, yeah, sure, this seems alright. But I've tried out some stuff, I've tried to switch things up a little bit, try and make it a little more interesting. And also I've tried not to use all of my best shit, because we've still got Geb and his heads ones to do. But let's take a look through. Tifrif's is probably the most standard. She's running Alan's page with Frontal Assault, Unlock 1, Gap Attack, Multi-Slash, Dagger Press, Jamadar, Will of the Prescript, Prod the Weakness, and Stiletto, and the passive attributions being all of Alan's, obviously, and then Locked Potential, Wedge, and Fervor. Really just focusing on winning clashes with her. Just fighting, just hitting. Hitting a lot. Lots of hitting. We'll see how well that goes. So world, pretty standard Pillip burn situation with Singleton going Frontal Assault, Unlock 1, Multi-Slash, Violent Flame, Fiery Dragon Slash, Will of the Prescript, Shiwen, Rekindle Strike, and Blazing Strike. I wanted to get Shiwen because I kind of wanted to focus on getting the world to benefit from the strength bonus of suffering burn, as well as, you know, the strength bonus for applying burn to other people. He's got Fervor, Hugging Fire, Sting on Brushwood, and Furious Fire, Rending the Skies, and those are all the ones I'm allowed to have. We'll see how this one goes, but we could be looking at +2 power to all offensive die in certain situations, and then with Fervor as well, that'd be +3 to all offensive die on the right character, and then lots of burn going on. And, you know, that might be good, it could be, it might be, I don't know, we'll see. Ruina is once again running purple tier, and I've tried to actually be a little more interesting with this one, okay? Plus everyone was like, but it's kind of cool when you run a bunch of different decks, so here's what I've done. We'll start with the passive attribution. She's got Grace of the Prescript, 4 trigrams, and Keeping in Stride. Grace of the Prescript because I actually want to try out switching between decks on the fly and see what that's like. And I paired this with 4 trigrams because I'm like, well, if I'm switching decks all the time, I'm going to be looking at my trigrams, which means I won't forget to use them. Which, you know, it makes sense to me that I would have that as well, and then Keeping in Stride obviously provides a bit of longevity. But, for Slash, we have Overcome Crisis, Forward March, 3 Snake Slits, 2 Will of the Cities, a Violet Blade, and a Mirage Storm. For Pierce, we have 2 Frontal Assaults, 2 Brace-Ups, a Snake's Prey, 2 Venomous Fangs, Laceration, and Mirage Storm. For Blunt, we have 2 Puppet Blockades, 2 High Kicks, 2 Great Serpent Impacts, Automated Movement, Repressed Flesh, and Mirage Storm. And for Guard, we have 2 Forward Marches, 2 Brace-Ups, All-Out War, Iron Wall, Sturdy Defense, Serpentine Barrier, and Beyond. I don't know if that's gonna be good, but I figured I'd give it a try. It's not going to be as efficient as just, you know, mono-decking it with a million buffs planted on it, but it'll be interesting, I think, and we have ready access to a mass attack page in case that's necessary. Faye, I've decided to go for the singular strike situation with a Burning Flash, using Cecil's page because we can have Tishan Kao as a mass attack combatant, although if there's a mass individual with more than 2 die, we're in trouble, but she'll have to deal. But she's got Unlock 1, 2 Forward Marches, Brace Up, Gale Kick, 3 Burning Flashes, and Tishan Kao, and the passive attributions are Offensive Position, Singular Strike, Dark Cloud Blade, and Bottom Deal. So she'll draw an additional page every time she uses Burning Flash. Dark Cloud Blade really exists to buff Burning Flash. It'll work well for Unlock 1 and Forward March as well, I suppose. But yeah, that could go well. We'll see. And then finally, Gerardo Pippi has always been our Nikolai user, but I don't want to use my Nikolai page just yet. So I decided to make Gerardo Pippi a Rhino character, because we've never really played around with that, and they've literally got the drip. So, you know, may as well go for it. We've got Unlock 1, Grace of Grass, Brace Up, Multi-Slash, Absorb Impact, Ready Up, Bulky Impact, Will the Prescript, and Rhino Ram. With the general plan being spam Ready Up whenever we can, because we've got so much charge gaining stuff with no charge, with that being the only charge spending thing. May as well see if we can benefit from it. And then for the passive attributions, which are over here, we've got Grit, Reindeer Treatment, Brain Charge Focusing Antlers, and Compressed Charge Stimulated Muscle Force. So, theoretically, we'll constantly be getting +1 haste, extra stagger damage, and +2 protection at all times, thanks to having 11 or more charge, because we've got so many charge cards that even if we're spamming ready up, we're always going to be above 11, like, surely. You know, reduce damage from Grit, and then every single time we lose 30% of max HP, we'll gain Endurance, which will improve Girado's defenses, which will make some of these cards a lot more viable. Experimental, trying stuff out, seeing what fun stuff I can do that's not just the best shit, but maybe more interesting shit that'll lead to more interesting tactics. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'll probably end up losing the first time and have to change stuff around. I don't actually know what I'm up against, but let's have a look. See what we're up against. I fucking called it, didn't I? Foreman's a smart boy. He can read context clues. Ms. Mermaid is back, I've noticed. That does make sense. Oswald's actually kind of fragile even. Not durable at all. He's fragile. Which concerns me, because it probably means he's got quite a lot going for him in other ways. They probably lowered his overall health and stagger resist because he's probably quite dangerous. Let's see. There's no time for staggering struts. Take half as much stagger damage from attacks and deflects. Okay, so staggering's not really an option. We could use a helping hand, actually. On the second scene, use a combat phase that stupefies a librarian with the highest HP. Once the librarian snaps out of stupefaction, the page will be used in 2 scenes. I bet that's a stun, isn't it? Or something. At the start of the scene, give 1 strength, 1 endurance, and 3 protection to the stupefied librarian. When the librarian is staggered, take 60 stagger damage at the end of the scene. After librarians are freed from stupefaction 2 times, use a mass attack page on the following scene. So we want to try and stagger our stupefied librarian. That's how we stagger Oswald. Then he has no Ovo Fabric. Let's have some fun. Let's counter. Clash Win, recover HP. Yeah. Here, catch. If the first die on this page loses in a clash, the opponent gains 1 strength next scene. On Clash Win, destroy all target on target's page. That seems like Faye would be well suited to handling that. Shall we somersault these? No, if all dice on this page lose in a clash, the opponent restores 2 lights. Interesting. We need you know. Target stupefied. Stagger target stupefied next scene. Does that mean if it staggers the target, they are stupefied next scene, or as soon as this happens, they are staggered? I don't know, we'll see. There's things I need to find out. Climax. All of you, once I begin, inflict one of the following statuses to targets at random. 2 fragile, 2 disarm, 2 feeble, 2 protection, 2 strength, 2 endurance. On hit, deal 8 stagger damage. It's a mass summation. Okay, Mr. Knife, what do you got? I like you, Mr. Knife. When his character is defeated, Oswald takes stagger damage at the start of each scene. Yeah. So that your main thing is to exist to help and also cause stagger. Casual toss, cross cut for bleeding, guillotine for destroying die, and knife barrage. If the last die fails to deal damage, inflict self with feeble next scene. On Clash Win, next die gains 1 power. So you need to beat that. You know what? Faye is perfectly suited for dealing with that. Ms. Mermaid, and we pretty much know what her deal is. Yeah, she's a support character, so she's a hard one to focus on because she has a lot of counters, but we'll see what we can do. At the very least, winning clashes is a priority, isn't it? And we'll figure out what we want to do from there.
이것은 또 새로운 향기가 나네요.
This is going to be a conversation.
이 아래에는 삼뱀 딸기와 블루베리를 녹인 듯한 강도 흐르고
I'm sure that's exactly what Juice Mountain snakeberries look like.
화카향과 천냥나무 향을 섞으면 나는 코를 찌르는 향기.
I'm gonna miss you, Oswald.
이 공연장은 저희와 다르게 아주 반짝반짝 녹이 슬었습니다. 대단해요.
It's a pretty nice stage, actually, it must be said. Natural Sciences has a fantastic arena.
성대한 공연 준비를 하기엔 더없이 완벽한 곳이죠. 그렇게 생각하지 않나요, 칼라이 씨?
소란스러운 손님이네.
He certainly is noisy.
놀래라! 심장이 눈구멍 밖으로 튀어나올 뻔했다고요.
Did you not see her because she's so small?
관객인가요? 손님? 아니면 쇼를 함께 도와주실 광대님? 지금 보니 한 분이 아니네요. 마트리오시카? 어디 봅시다. 하나, 둘, 너무 많다.
There's a lot of us, far too many to count. I made a deck for every single one of them, Oswald. It took a long time.
잠시만요. 이것 보세요. 이너 씨도 기분 좋은지 마이크를 더 높게 들었어요.
It's gonna be a hell of a show.
정신없으니까 하나씩 말해줄래? 그리고 굳이 따지자면 네가 손님 아닐까?
You are the guest, Oswald. This is not the place for your performance. It's actually our performance. You know, it's actually my performance. You're a guest on my show. Just putting it out there.
광대는 자신의 공연을 직접 맡을 수 없다고요? 예능입니다. 예능.
Well, I'll have you know I am a clown and I'm in charge of producing my own show. Actually, I prefer producing my own show. I wouldn't want anyone else to do this.
뭐가 재밌다고 웃는지.
자자, 그러지 말고 광대끼리 손목향이라도 맡아볼까요? 오늘은 매끈한 향을 두르고 왔답니다.
What is it with you and sniffing wrists?
잠깐! 갑자기 그러면 놀라잖아. 그렇게 무턱대고 들이대는 건 예의가 아니라고. 알겠어?
You hearing me, sir?
매정한 사람. 요즘 것들은 너무 확 막혀 있어요. 웃음이 말라가는 촉촉한 시대. 작은 일에도 너무 쉽게 화를 내죠.
So, the philosophical debate for this floor is people getting offended far too easily. I see.
웃음으로 채울 수 없다면 바람 빠진 풍선이 될 거예요.
화를 내는 건 당연한 감정이잖아.
It is.
당연하지 않아요.
It is.
뭔가에 기대하는 이들이나 그런 악취덩어리 사탕을 만드는 거라고요. 초콜릿에게, 햄스터에게,
Hamster.
사물에게, 날씨에게, 잡초에게, 타인에게, 그리고 자신에게. 상대방의 끄덕임도 없이 멋대로 기대하며 사탕을 만든 주제 스스로 먹지 않죠.
I see.
자신이 만든 사탕은 맛이 구리단 걸 알고 있으니까요.
Good point.
대신 남의 입에 쏙 넣어주는 겁니다. 기대하는 게 많은 만큼 더 많은 악취덩어리 사탕을 품에 안고 누군가에 위해 쑤셔넣기 바쁠 뿐이에요.
그럼 기대하지 않는 삶은 어떻게 살아야 하지?
You can't just live life expecting nothing and going for nothing and doing nothing. There has to be some kind of goal, some kind of aim, some kind of, you said it, expectation for life.
잡초가 기대해달라고 했나요? 햇님이 기대해도 된다고 했어요? 대체 누가 기대하는 것이 옳다고 한 겁니까? 샐러리인 만큼 입꼬리가 하얘요. 웃겨라. 기대하지 않기 때문에 더 눈아픈 것을 볼 수 있고.
This is an interesting one because in the process of actually trying to analyze it from a philosophical standpoint, I also have to translate what Oswald is saying, and sometimes it's fairly easy, and sometimes it's not.
분노하지 않기 때문에 더 매스한 맛을 즐길 수 있는 겁니다.
Well, anger relates to pride and passion, and those kinds of things, which anger itself is not exactly an emotion I'm keen on. I don't like being angry, but it's a sub-feeling of, like, passion and drive. It's just, you know, a negative aspect of those, but anger is nevertheless still a required emotion. Without something to really get you going, you wouldn't strive to do anything.
모든 것이 굴러가는 공차. 거기 어디를 가도 좋다고 해주는 거예요.
But I do appreciate and relates to a mentality that is more laissez-faire, where it's like, just let things happen as they do and adapt as they happen. I do that quite a lot, actually. But even in the process of doing that, everything is still done with a specific goal in mind, an expectation.
정말 남을 위한다면 기대하는 게 아니라 옆에서 웃어줄 수는 없는 겁니까? 이곳에 사는 사람들은 모두 광대. 서로의 웃음을 먹지 못하면 살 수가 없답니다.
네가 무슨 말을 하는지는 알겠어.
Do you? Because I'm getting like 60% of it.
그래. 기대한다는 게 무조건적으로 상대에게 좋은 것도 아니니까.
Well, that's the key point. Holding expectations for someone else is not really something I do. All of my thoughts, efforts, and expectations in terms of potential results are on myself, because I work for and with myself. I guess I have expectations for, you know, Sweetman's music, for instance. I'm sure he'll take that far, and I have expectations for my friends, and I hope that they'll do well, but it's not like if they failed, I would be like, you suck. I'd just be like, well, that's unfortunate, you know, I'll help you where I can. I was thinking more expectations for myself rather than for other people.
네 모든 의견에 동의할 수는 없지만 완전히 부정할 수 없는 것도 사실이야.
Goddamn, Tiff is so reasonable in this game. So jarring.
전 그저 웃음이 넘치는 세상을 만들고 싶을 뿐입니다. 모두가 걱정 없이 웃는 세상. 찡그린 표정은 너무 무섭기만 하다고요.
Frowny faces are too scary.
하지만 기대한다는 건 그 사람을 믿는 거야.
That's true.
넌 고작 기대에 부응하지 못하는 걸 두려워하며 도망칠 뿐이잖아.
Which is quite ironic for an entertainer, I suppose.
글쎄요, 행복을 바라는 것이 죄랍니까? 모두가 웃는 세상을 바라는 게 나쁜 건가요?
Well, then our expectation for you would be to create a situation in which everyone can laugh. You're a clown.
서로가 공연에서 보여주고 싶은 웃음은 다른 법이지요.
He is reasonable, though.
그저거 자신이 원하는 웃음의 형태를 바라고 공연을 할 뿐이잖아요. 다른 광대를 웃기기 위해 공연을 펼쳐봅시다.
Here we go.
인사 좀 하고 슬슬 혀 위에서 놀아볼까요?
Oswald, she's a teenager.
그래. 네 말을 빌리면 서로 자신이 서 있는 무대를 지켜야 하는 거겠지.
Alright, let's do this. The show is about to begin. They look similar to the suit and those animals we received some time ago. We have to do this, I suppose. It feels as if we're at a circus. You aren't terrified already, are you? Have faith in us. You're not fighting alone. This track is pretty good already, I must say. Okay, what are you coming at me with? So, Ruina, let's sort you out first. Pierce power up. Wait, you're in Pierce stance and you're gaining a Pierce power up from Grace of the Prescript? That's really convenient. Okay. We can work with this. Okay, alright, well I think we can handle this. Faye, I want to use Burning Flash on that because you will win. You will. I almost guarantee it. Gerardo ain't got much going on this turn, but that's fine. Grace the Grass on that. I reckon Tiff running Will the Prescript will be enough to take care of that. We'll see. We'll fucking see. You can beat that with Brace Up. And you should be able to beat that with Laceration. It's a world. You can rekindle to strike that, and that would absolutely take care of it. And that's all, nearly all of their dice contended. Well, let's have some fun. It isn't actually that dangerous, so I think we'd be okay. 3 to 7. Gerardo, you're unlikely to win, but if you take damage, you gain from it anyway. Like, you'll start to get stronger over time, so just go for that. So, let's have a look for counter die. There are counter die everywhere, though Oswald's is probably the weakest. So we'll just focus on Oswald for now, and see what we can do. Oh, for God's sake, get rid of that. Ugh. Ugh. Ah, this game, 2 out of 10, it's garbage. Ugh. The passive screen, which I really, really, really do need to read all the time, was in my way. I almost forgot. Very important. So. Yeah, go for strength straight away. Lacerate that and you should be fine. Alright lads, let's see how we do. That's about right, and it's fine. Oh, you're gonna fuck him up. Oh yes, oh yes. Easy. No chance. There we go, good stuff. Yep, 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 good, good. Oh, that works very well. That's about right. But it's fine. Everything's going just fine. First turn went well. We're probably not going to do Tifsodia then because we're just clashing too well, but that's fine. I'm not really aiming for such a thing. One love for Tiff because she's strong. So what are you on now? Blunt power up. Okay, well then I guess you're switching. Oh, hello, you're doing a thing. Resonating terror. All right. Blunting stance. What does blunting stance do? Extra stagger damage and blunt dice power, and blunt dice are gaining 3 power for this scene. Okay, so Rene's gonna fucking slap. So we got one of those coming in. We need you, you know. See, that attack is almost guaranteed to fail, which makes me believe that its effects takes place the moment, or at least the scene after it happens. You know, like there's no way to stop it, as it were. But Gerardo would be the best bet for dealing with that. After he's dealt with that mass attack. So just use unlock 1 on that because it's almost impossible to lose. It's a mass individual with 2. Rhino Ram's your best bet, to be honest. So Worlds is a little more tricky, it must be said. Because the World is very good at contesting mass summations, not so good at contesting mass individuals. You can't even use Blazing Strike yet, so that's unfortunate. Fiery Dragon Slash is your best bet. Try automated movement on that, and then if there's a ranged attack, like that one for instance, you can use High Kick to take care of it. And the result of Rene dealing with that is that they'll gain Feeble next turn, which will... Yeah, that's just a downward spiral for them, so they're not too hard to deal with. This, well, the first one will probably fail, but it's still time for Tishan. Oh, yeah, it's time for Tishankar. This music is really good, it must be said. I absolutely adore it. Okay, have you used... You haven't used one of these yet. Yeah, restore some light, actually. You could do with it. And then see what you can do. I mean, yeah. Yeah, High Kick is still the best bet, but you'll have more light going into the next turn, so it's fine. Let's have some fun. Gap attack would be enough and you can save some light. You still got Aria of Courage to deal with. I think Brace Up would deal with that. And then World, that's a casual toss. Violent Flame might be able to deal with it. I don't know, we'll see. Let's have a look. It doesn't... Oh. That's annoying. Destroy all dice on target's page. Well, it's not really hitting a page, so I think it's fine. Two failures. One failures. Good, good, good. Incredible. Fuck you. Fantastic. Perfect. He's in big trouble. Yeah, staggered. Big hits. Nice. Perfect. Amazing. She may well stagger this turn. Oh, Tishankar. Yeah, she staggered. Oh god. Gerardo is fine. You're staggered. You're almost staggered. You're on their side now. Will the prescript and brace up? Yeah, I see the issue, in fact. And you get buffed for the duration. Uncontrollable targets allies upon losing a clash take bonus stagger damage equal to 5% of max stagger resist. If the character is staggered, they come back. Okay. Despite the difficulty of the situation, it would be really worthwhile killing Ms. Mermaid before it's too late. So we have 8 dice versus their 7. We actually have more dice than they do. Well, yeah, no, because we've managed to stagger Ms. Mermaid, but we still need to beat Ms. Mermaid. She still needs to die this turn. We can't let her go. What are you running with now? Slash power up. Oh, it's one every 2 turns. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. I mean, your blunt dice are still good, so it's not really that much of a concern. Here, catch. You're only gaining +2 to your, yeah, you're not gaining any additional strength, so dealing with, here, catch might be awkward. So world. Tricky scene. Tricky scene. Casual toss. Brace up should be enough. Well, that's that contested. Cross cut. What have you got to play with right now? I love that we have this brilliant, like, boss theme that's being completely ruined by that fucking music. Do you need more cards? I guess you could do with more cards. Give us more options. Okay. Okay. Try and frontal assault that, see what you can do. And then Sewald, I mean, I guess you're gonna go for Ms. Mermaid. You're not gonna kill her, not with just 2 attacks, but we're having to try and lean into the situation. Bam, it just occurred to me we could have probably ignored his other die. But I didn't think of that. Still, at least he's dying. That was lucky. That's good. Big hit. Decent. More burn. That was fine. Well, Ms. Mermaid took a lot of damage, so it's okay. We'll give that to Tiff. And once again missing 2 of their die. Which actually keeps us relatively okay in this fight. Which is nice. You're currently in, slash power up. Oswald's taken some damage, but not much. A lot of the necessary stagger damage is going to come from playing the mechanics of this fight, so getting rid of his friends, staggering the stupefied librarian. Oh, librarian. This will gain the endurance. Switch to slash and see what you can do. So World still can't use Blazing Strike, which is a shame because that would easily deal with here catch. Blazing Flash is the best bet for dealing with here catch. Okay, we've got it though, we're fine. This is fine. This ain't too bad so far. Swirled is not drawing very well. Oh, I see. You can't actually... Oh, you can't actually... Okay, that's fine. That makes our lives easier. Use Will the Prescript because you have fuck all cards. And you Snake Slit on that. And I'll give him something to think about. You can ignore that. That needs to be dealt with. But if anyone can do it, surely it's Tiff. You're probably, yeah, running powerful counter dice, so we'll just focus on killing Mr. Knife. That's all we gotta do. That'll be a big bonus already. This should be fine. It should be fine. Good. Brilliant. Fantastic. Fuck you. Even better. Stupendous. Sucks to be you. No chance. Surprising, I get. Well, not that surprising. Perfect. You're going down this turn, boy. Rex. Rex. Wow. Wow. I swear we're just gonna be fighting Gerardo for the rest of the fucking battle. Go on, take out. Oh, I thought Mr. Knife would die this turn. He didn't. Okay. I mean, Intemperance to Tiff. Name of Love and Hate, which is my favorite. That's very good, though. That'd be really good for Tiff. But that is just an instant... That's like an instant board clearer, basically. Yeah, I love my big laser beam. Yeah, you're doing that now, aren't you? Of course you are. At least you're not doing it. We got Gerardo back. Thank fuck for that. How you feeling, Gerardo? A little bit more worse for wear. Yeah. Knife barrage. Oh, Mr. Knife. I don't think you know who you're up against. I don't think you quite understand. Sucks to be you, I suppose. So you're gaining slash power up and in slashing stance. Everything's coming up, Ruina. Brilliant. So, 6 to 10, 6 to 9. We'll probably fail that. But Miss Mermaid should be dead by the end of this turn. Use Rhino. You can start gaining your bonuses. You're already gaining additional stuff for, additional endurance for losing max HP, so there's that. The problem is Arene's cards suck. Let's get you to draw a page. Let's see what you've got in your hand now. Somewhat better. Use Will of the City on that, and if it fails, it fails. It is what it is. It's kind of overkill, but Xu Wen would keep you safe. Now. You're using Well Done? Well, how about that? Oh, well, or here, catch even. Oh no, you're fucking doing that fucking shit again. Unfortunately, Gerardo is the most disposable member of the group. You can at least give us some protection before you go. The good news is, yeah, it actually makes more sense to use Gerardo for this, because Gerardo... because it staggers. He'll get all of his stagger resist back. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, fuck it, whatever. I was going to say, like, oh, you'll have less stagger when we have to deal with him, but I don't think that's how it's going to work. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It truly does not matter. Aria of Encouragement, we can ignore that. And we will. That's going to Tiff. It's a 5, so she kind of needs to deal with it. Gap attack will do it. Snake slit. Will the city. Forward march. On them. See if we can land some hits on Miss Mermaid. If we can get her to go down, that would help us a lot. Yeah, we still need you to contest it. Tishan Kao is your best bet. It really is. Use Unlock 3 because it has a Pierce die. And that's as good as we're gonna get, I think. Can't use that. That's fine. Oh, you rolled a 10 on your first one. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Go on, Faye. No chance for him at all. He's dead. Why must you torment us innocent beings who only wish to bring laughter? Because you're a tool. Oh, she's going down. Fuck you. Rex. Why must you torment? Youch. That's fine. Yeah, you get all your stagger resist back. You've suffered a lot of stagger damage, which is quite good. And we are firmly in the lead in terms of, you know, speed dice. We're in the lead. We're winning. Now's probably not the time to use In the Name of Love and Hate. It's probably not the time. It's probably not the time. All we need to do, really, is just kick the shit out of Oswald, and he will go down eventually. Once he's taking damage from all of our attacks. So World has had some rough turns and can probably do with a little break. Just a little break. And that's fine. They don't need to hold up the side this turn. You can deal with that. Oh, you can't deal with that. Where is that going? Fine, this die can deal with it. Jeez, wow. So pedantic. Except there's a very good reason why it is that way. I'm just being arsey. You know me. You know what I'm like. Here's power up, eh? Let's go. Laceration would do well because with no power gain to that last attack. Yeah, Laceration should do it. Ready for surprises or whatever. You need to be dealt with. I don't really want to use Stiletto on you, but then again, you don't have Bind, so it wouldn't do any extra damage, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. And winning clashes against Gerardo is the best way to stagger him. Though we may have to accept that Gerardo is just going to die as a result of combat with our characters. It's seeming more and more likely. So World could do with not engaging in more clashes where he's going to lose, because, yeah, he's kind of suffering a bit. But he's kind of the only one who can block that. Because of speed die. I suppose Ruina could, but Rina's doing important stuff too. Oh, I'm gaining 2 strength. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. You still out on that and just absolutely cause some problems. Big problems. And then multi-slash that. So, World, you'll be okay. Brace Up is not particularly strong. You are gaining a strength bonus. And they're burning, so you do gain power to your offensive die. So try Violent Flame, see what you can do. And then swing at Oswald. Big swings at Oswald. The sooner he did, the sooner we good. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Faye's not actually using much energy, so you've got no cards left, that's fine. Let's see how this go. Wrecked. Perfect. That went surprisingly well. That went all over the fucking place. They flew across the map. There we go. Gerardo might die. That was good. That wasn't. Neither was that. That was not good. I really expected you to win that. What is this creepy little bastard getting stronger or something? Or are we just getting unlucky? Or am I not reading the numbers properly? Most likely I'm not reading the numbers properly. That would be great, but, Fortunately, you still don't have a mass attack, and this is good. It might be time for Tiff to use that. Alright, that about what we got. We're gonna do a lot of mass attacks. That was good. That was good. That was good. Oh, you could have at least done the laser beam, come on. There we go. Why did you kill him? I wish you hadn't killed him. I really wish you hadn't killed him. I guess it doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things because Oswald is dead. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was fairly easy, actually, considering I'm currently at 1.5 hours of recording time. Actually, just less than that. And building decks takes about half an hour. Which means that took about an hour, maybe just under. Including, like, the cutscene as well. So, goddamn. Oswald's not too difficult. Why would I even bother with Tiff's audio? It's not even necessary. Sorry, Gerardo, but you actually served an incredibly important role in that battle. And if you had been allowed to do what you were supposed to do, I reckon you would have been really helpful, but I didn't know it was a mind control battle, and we just didn't really have a way to stagger you. Not effectively, anyway. But everyone else performed with distinction. I think everyone fulfilled a role in this battle, so Worlds didn't really get to show off too much. That could be because the deck I built just wasn't very good, but it also could be A, bad luck, or B, they just didn't get the cards they wanted. They didn't get to really sparkle, but everyone did fantastically. I was happy with everyone. Big wins. Tiff performed with distinction. Unfortunately, that deck that performed with distinction is not ours anymore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I come across a difficult situation. Because people have been telling me, don't use Geb to solo it because it's boring and everyone else does it, and other people have been saying, trust me, use Geb to solo her reception. Now, I don't really like the idea of having Geb solo it, to be honest. I have a whole team in language, a whole team, lest we forget, of potential colors. These are great characters. I love them all. I don't want to just throw them to the sideline to make Geb cool, bearing in mind Geb is already cool. Geb doesn't need help being cool. But at the same time, people seem to think it'd be cool. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I've decided against soloing this with Geb, at least on this initial attempt, because I would really like to use all of my nuggets. Now, if this first attempt fails, then I will consider soloing it with Geb. You know, have a look at the fight and see how it is. Considering what's left of the ensemble and how things seem to be going, I suspect we'll be going up against either Lure de Loup or the Blood Red Knight, because they're like the both edgy one-man army characters, as it were. So I suspect it'll be either of those two, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, first time round, I'm going to build a deck. I'm going to build decks for everyone and have this be a group effort, and if it fucks up, then we'll attempt a solo build. But for now, I've got Geb here, and she has unlock 1, up to 2 upstanding slashes, 2 spears, 2 level slashes, a focus spirit, and an onrush. And her passive attributions are locked potential, easygoing breather, offensive position, and meat gear. Big damage, more damage even, and the chance to win clashes, more power, and lowering of costs, which means eventually all of her cards will just be free, and she'll be able to fight with impunity. This seems good to me. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Kiwi needs to fight the way they fight. They are running Singleton Singular Strike, because of course they are. What else would they do? Kiwi has Overcome Crisis, Draw the Sword, Unlock 1, Yield My Flesh, Gale Kick, Burning Flash, Will the Prescript, Violet Blade, and Blind Faith for mass attack. Contention, that's the word. And they have Battle Ready, Dark Cloud Blade, and Offensive Position. Fight hard, punch good. I wouldn't have given them Gale Kick, I wouldn't have bothered with, but to be completely honest, it was the move they used to punk Kali out, so she kind of needs to have it. So she's got it. That could go either way, to be honest. I have no idea how well that'll go. Stella is running Nikolai's page because she's got the drip, so why the fuck wouldn't she? Unlock 1, Grace the Grass, Brace Up, Multi-Slash, Cleave Across, Bulky Impact, Will the Prescript, Concentration, and Disposal. And the passives are Bionic Charge, Synchronized Hull, Maximum Crash, Brainwave Charge, Focusing Antlers, and Keeping in Stride. See how that goes. Tiffany is running something very similar to what Faye did last time because I liked it and it seemed to work. Unlock 1, 2 Forward Marches, 2 Brace Ups, 3 Burning Flashes, and Tishan Kao on Mai's page, with Hugging Fire sitting on Brushwood, Furious Fire Rending the Skies, Singular Strike, and Bottom Deal. See how that goes, I suppose. Who knows? And then finally, Marie is running Harold's page because while it would make sense to give them Miranai's page, I actually want to save that for the next floor because the power of friendship and buffing everyone all the time, everyone buffing everyone, makes sense to me. But for Marie, we've got 2 Grace the Grasses, 2 Brace Ups, 3 Ready Ups, Concentration, and True Trigram Formation. Basically, the idea being to just spam Ready Up all the time. But True Trigram Formation is there if we need to actually hit someone hard. So, Harold's page, which means they're, more resistant to damage and stuff. They've got Charge Shield, Energy Discharge, Your Shield, and Keeping in Stride. It's more defensive focus until it's time to break out the True Trigrams. How well that'll go? I don't know. Might go well. We'll want to try and use True Trigram when we've got Gion going, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Once again, like last time, my initial thoughts on this are, I don't know. I don't get the impression Oswald was particularly difficult, which is why our last decks performed so well, but we'll see how this one does. Now let's see who we're up against. We're going for potentially a double build today, ladies and gentlemen, though I can't promise I'll win this one. Yep, Tanya. This is why everyone wanted me to solo it, I get it. At the start of each scene, exhaust all hand, Nuevo Fabric. At the start of the scene, if there are no targetable enemies, purge untargetable effects from all those enemies and give those that had those effects 2 protection and 2 stagger protection instead. So this is why you would have Geb solo this, because you could give her the Abno page that makes her untargetable, and then Tanya would give her 2 protection and stagger protection. When HP drops to 1, fully recover HP and stagger resist, and purge all status elements. HP cannot reach 0 before this occurs. Once per act. Afterwards, gain 2 strength and endurance for the rest of the act. I see why people want this to be a one-on-one. Fisticuffs. Current target's current die cannot be recycled. Kicks and stomps. A lot of shit. Speed is higher than the target. All dice on this page gains 6 power. Gain strength, gain strength. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. Beat down. This page is used against all enemies. Okay, I can see how that's an issue. I'm gonna at least give this a try with what I've got, and if it doesn't work, yeah, I will solo it. But as it stands, I'd rather use the whole team. See what we got.
역시 넌 나와 같은 냄새를 풍기네.
Ah, it's blue versus red.
엄연히 다르지. 사륙에 미쳐 있는 늑대와 그를 잡을 사냥꾼.
Yes. The Red Riding Hood versus the Wolf situation.
그런 오합지졸과 함께 나를 맡겼다니. 내가 그렇게 웃었나?
This is gonna be tough.
그래도 과거의 붉은 안개라고 불리던 자라면 재미 좀 볼 수 있겠어.
Yeah.
만나는 녀석마다 그 이름 타령이군. 이제 질릴 때도 되지 않았나?
Exactly. Aren't you all tired of talking about Geb like she's the best thing ever? She's part of a team now.
그럴 리가. 이런 곳에서 부르고 있다는 이야기를 들으면 다들 깜짝 놀랄 거야. 그 괴물 같은 놈 여전하나? 너도 소문으로만 들었지 실제로 본 적은 없어서 굉장히 궁금했거든. 네가 중요히 여기는 가치는 힘이 전부인가? 당연하지. 강하지 않은 자에겐 버리식을 이유가 없잖아. 그럼 약한 이들은 어떻게 해야 하지? 나약한 놈은 제살게 찾아 알아서 기어야지.
Naturally.
강자를 따르거나 강제에게 줄거나 둘 중 하나야. 뭐 얌전히 따르기만 하면 지켜주는 놈도 있을 거고.
Yeah. So the philosophy on this floor is pretty fucking obvious. Might makes right versus no.
힘으로 쟁취하는 싸움은 끝이 없을 거야. 피 흘리는 전투의 반복. 승자조차 마음 편히 있을 수 없는 세상인 것이. 자신의 이익만 챙긴다면 언제라도 모든 걸 잃을 수 있으니까.
No.
무언가를 빼앗기 위한 힘이 정말 옳은 걸까? 에휴, 어째서 그걸 빼앗는다고 생각하지?
Because it is stealing.
그저 이렇게 생겨먹은 곳에 살기 적합한 자만이 살아남는 것뿐이잖아.
Yeah, I get it. Top of the food chain crap, I understand, but society has kind of evolved beyond, you know, the strongest win, the top of the food chain, get what they want. We're all technically on top of the food chain now. Anyone who was like, oh yeah, but I'm an alpha, you're a fucking idiot, for a start. Society has just evolved beyond that now. We're a collective. It's more like a hive mind, really, which is strange, but it's true.
적응하지 못하는 것은 먹히거나 걸러지다 사라지는.
It's precisely people like you, Tanya, who need to adapt. The lone wolf shit don't work no more.
성이 포식자라고 불리는 강자들이야말로 이 세상에서 살아남기 적합한 생명체가 아니겠어?
I knew she was going to bring up the food chain. Now, maybe her mentality works better in the city, right? In this world, I don't know. But in our world, this doesn't make sense. Referring to yourself as an alpha or an apex predator and acting like you're on top is stupid because, well, it's just fucking stupid, actually, because you are limited by the limitations of a human being, you can die just as easily as anyone else. Keep your ego in check, perhaps. Hey.
인간 역시 그렇게 살아왔는데 이제 와서 세상스럽네. 힘이라는 건 온전히 나 자신을 보여줄 수 있는 수단 중 가장 확실하고 깔끔해.
It is if you lack the ability to express yourself in any other way, I suppose.
내가 네 녀석보다 강하다는 걸 증명하면 끝. 어떤 고민도 거짓도 없이 순수하지. 난 힘이 전부인 세상을 원해. 그거를 위해 단장나리를 돕는 거.
Yeah, but Tanya, he's probably stronger than you.
아, 물론 너희도 내세울 의의와 명분이란 게 있겠지. 뭐 남을 위한다는 평화로운 세상이니 별로 궁금하지도 않지만.
Oh, so you're happy to talk about your crap, but you don't want to listen to anyone else's crap. I hear how it is.
너희가 볼 때는 속절없이 죽는 인간들이 불안하고 불쌍해서 뭐라도 해주고 싶었겠지. 도시 사람들은 그런 대로 잘 살고 있었어.
The city itself was fine before Geb showed up and will be fine long after she's gone, but the people themselves, no, it's been a constant problem for them.
억지로 주는 선물을 도시 사람 모두가 마냥 기뻐하며 감사합니다 하고 받을 줄 아는 건 아니겠지. 게다가 계획을 진행한다 치고 죄 없는 사람들의 일상을 떼고 있으니
That's a good point.
그 일을 남을 위한다는 말로 포장할 수는 없겠지. 나도 알고 있어. 나 또한 당당하지는 못하고. 그래서 고민이야. 네가 알 필요는 없겠지만서.
I've been thinking about it. Don't really need to tell you though.
지금은 그저 각자 서 있는 자리에 맞는 일을 하면 될 거지. 그래. 너나 나나 각자의 만족과 욕망을 따라가고 있다. 그리고 그뿐이야. 이 이상의 가치를 추구한다고 말하는 건 핑계를 대는 것과 다름없어. 서로 지키거나 빼앗아야 하는 것이 있으니까. 알았으면 시작하자고.
And we're doing this. Okay, we're doing this. Now we see how strong the fabled red mist really is. You're right, everyone ready? Alright, Gebra ma'am, shall we begin? We can't just rely on Miss Gebra to handle everything for us, Yeah, kind of. Frankly, I'm a bit nervous. Let's do this how we used to. I know that this floor really revolves around Geb being the strongest, but today it revolves around teamwork. So that needs to be contested by Geb, straight up. So 3 to 8, 3 to 7, 3 to 7. So that'd be 4 to 9, 4 to 8, 4 to 8 versus... You should do alright on that. We'll see, but you should be alright on that. Fisticuffs. Target's current die cannot be recycled, so you can't use evades to easily deal with that. Yeah, it's all just fisticuffs. Her resistances are quite good. Not running a lot of counter die this turn, just 2, so we'll be able to score some cheap hits. There's no point using ready up, you don't have any charge. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. Stella, you've got the best chance of contending that, but we'll see how that goes. And everyone can lean in on hitting her in the sides. Including you, Geb. Gain your strength. Ah, I should have used the light one and then... No, that wouldn't have worked. It's max light. Yeah, no, that's fine. Strength will work there. Fuck it, use Burning Flash. And then forward march. And we'll see how this goes. That was something. Not much, but it was something. Good. That was decent. That went quite well. Yes. Yes. Inflict the burn. She doesn't take much damage, but that's fine. See, that was a lot more damage. Yes. Yes. That was decent. Alright, that was a first turn. A first turn was done. Intimidate, huh? Lupine Onslaught. It's unaffected by power gain or loss. And we need to make sure that Intimidate doesn't work. Upstanding Slash. We'll set up everyone who can't intercept, because they may as well just fucking get on with it. Stella, you need charge. You need to start buffing everyone. Geb, you're gonna take a hit, but it'll be fine. This will suck, but it is what it is. Burning Flash. And then unlock. And we go from there. There we go, we already got the effects from that one. Big hit. Couple hits in return, not too bad. That wasn't a great turn, must be said. Got what we needed from that, very good. And we'll just land a bunch of free hits, why not? I love free hits. Of course, this is only round 1. We don't know what round 2 is going to be like. We're doing okay. I say pray. Because consistently doing more damage to Tanya is going to be helpful. We know this to be true. She's already gaining more speed die. It's a concern. That has to be contested by Geb, straight up. Spear, straight away. But Geb is gaining more power. Stella has now activated her bonuses, so Geb's getting stronger. Power of teamwork. Kicks and stomps is fucking scary, okay. You're gaining 1 strength, Geb's gaining 2 strength. Tiffany, you're actually in position to deal with that. Your first attack will almost guaranteed fail, but the second one should prevent that paralysis. That'd be good. Stella needs some time to get her stuff back. Very much so. Still needs to deal. Only Geb can deal with fisticuffs. It's going to be a while, I think, before she can... But then again, it might be worth trying to get that going as soon as possible. Get the blade unlock going as fast as we can, and then we're good to go. But I don't want Geb to take unnecessary damage. It's probably going to be quite a long fight. Tanya's quite tough. We'll have opportunities. Use ready up, keep that going, and then... brace up for more cards. The emotion levels of the other librarians are probably going to be quite low, consistently throughout this fight. It is what it is. Strengthened and enduring. That's 4 to 9 on your defensive die. You're gaining strength, 2 strength in fact. I reckon you can handle that. Then use unlock 2. Your charge isn't quite full yet. See if you can land a cleave across, because paralysis would help us, and then... You have something you can use. Draw a page for now. And still do that. Okay, yeah, you're good. Start getting unlock. That is just what we need. Tiffany, you definitely want to get your unlock to 3. That will be helpful. Okay, let's go back in there. Big hit. Lots of extra damage now. Lots of extra damage now. That's fine. That's fine. It did what it needed to. That's not great. But Kiwi is not so easily cowed, no sir. Now she's got a bit of paralysis. That's a fail. This will succeed. Yeah. Lads, you've got this. Look at them go. The combination between Nikolai's Mark and Prey, I think, will allow us to inflict a lot of damage. Counter dice gain power. We're not using a lot of counter dice though. I don't really want to work with blood because it's fucking scary. We should focus on making Geb strong. She is our heavy lifter, whether we want to admit it or not. But the point is, the rest can help. Beat down. Cannot be redirected. This page is used against all enemies. So for all intents and purposes, it's a mass attack. Kicks and stomps, and then you've got nothing else. $29 to $35 versus 14 to 26. Give it a try, and then use Focus Spirit there. And then throw out an Unlock too. That should get her power going. But, yeah, this situation with that is quite bad. It has to be said, it's actually quite bad. I mean, that's your best bet. I don't think it's gonna work, but it is your best bet to beat that. Oh boy. You're just gonna have to reduce the damage as much as you can. Make sure, and yeah, use ready up. Yeah, use ready up. Get everyone some defense. Get everyone some endurance. That's the point actually, before we continue. Yeah, that's the time to use that for sure. Yes, absolutely. Take less stagger damage this turn. Stella, you're just in trouble. You are, you're just in trouble. There's no way you're contending that. There's no point worrying about it because there's fuck all you can do about it, so move on. Ha! Tiffany, you did not draw well. So, no point worrying about it, just do what you can. I think Geb's gonna gain a lot of strength next turn. Good. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. That's fine, she got back up and swung back, and oh no. Ow. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. The good news is that Geb has unlocked her potential just before the big clash. Youch. That protection is not doing a lot. Oh, Kiwi, you were so close. Oh no, Geb. You were less close than Kiwi was. Doing big damage though. Please don't use beatdown ever again, thank you. Overspeed. You're only gaining 1 strength, whereas Geb is gaining 7. Use level slash there. You can't contend anything else, so yeah, you need light. Real bad. Get an unlock going. Alright lads, it hurt. It hurt real bad, but we ain't out yet. No, we ain't. You guys aren't drawing very well. Ooh, disposal time though. Oh, no, oh, because you're not a 20 charge. Fuck me. Alright. Unfortunately, it's looking like setting Geber up as a solo fighter might be the best way to do this, but I wanted to at least try. Part of the problem is if we don't draw our best cards, it just doesn't quite work. Now, that could come down to my decks just not being very good. I'm willing to, you know, take that one on the chin, absolutely. But either way you look at it, there it is, you know what I mean? We're gonna kind of hope / bank on the fact that she will stagger before she gets to do all of her moves, because Geb's gonna hit like a truck. Then again, her stagger is at 40. It's not actually that low, is the thing. You're gonna get all the charge you need. Do another one of those. Kiwi will probably stagger. Unless Kiwi hit them really fucking hard and stagger them. You are endured against Pierce, but not Slash. That is your best bet to not get staggered. Marie, I don't even fucking know. I truly don't. I truly don't know what to do for you. The only thing I can suggest, actually, is that you use Brace Up and hope to stagger her before the turn ends. And if you don't, well, then I truly don't know what to do for you. It actually might be better to try the Burning Flash for that. And then I know Brace Up. Here, if by some miracle you do survive, do that. Okay. Big hit. Stagger. There we go. That has saved everyone. That has saved everyone. That has saved everyone. Lucky. I'm guessing she purges all negative status effects upon being sent to her second round. I'm pretty sure I read that. I just don't remember. There we go. Okay, well, we're gonna need to do something, aren't we? Defeating an enemy with bleed. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need that. Ooh. It's gotta be Mimicry. Okay, so she's back in it now, and has gained a lot. You're using Overspeed, so immediately we need to contend that. Oh god, Geb can manifest ego. Yeah, that might be necessary. She's gaining 3 endurance, and that's quite bad. Marie, I want you to make a big move. I want you to true trigram that, because it's all you can actually contest. You've got plenty of charge, so ready up. And Graze Grass, and then let's make sure that is actually... I'm pressing caps lock instead of tab. There we go, true trigram. That will do a lot of damage. The good news, as it were, is that Tanya has a lot of bleed at the moment, so the more she speeds up and starts doing more attacks, the faster she'll actually die, especially if we can maintain pressure on that bleed. I guess if you wanted to solo this, you'd need to make extensive use of counter die, which is interesting. It'd probably work quite well. I reckon if you throw out some burning flashes, you can take care of that. Now, whether or not you do is anyone's guess, but fisticuffs. You know what? Well, the prescript is probably not going to go well, but it might be... might be the best bet. That 3 power bonus is a problem, but the paralysis helps. Because if that succeeds, you will get your stagger resist back, so that would be good. That's going to Geb and we can't stop it. That's going to Tiffany and we can't stop it. And that's kicks and stomps, of course it is. You're gonna have to T-Shankao it and hope for the best. You're probably gonna get staggered and then killed, but... we're definitely gonna need to make big moves this turn. We need to hit her very hard. Gale kick. Draw the sword. Geb, you're up against kicks and stomps. You can totally deal with that. Manifest Ego would actually allow you to gain a bit of your stagger resist back. Oh, it just occurs to me we could actually save Tiffany. Alright, here's what we do. Use Manifest Ego first. Because that's the greatest chance of success. And then we use Upstanding Slash on that and hope for the best. You don't have to T-Shankao anymore. I want to save Mimicry for the next time that that fucking horrible hit everyone attack is used. Let's go. Good. Very good. Perfect. Ideal. Amazing. Brilliant. 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 Not great, but you're alive. Good. Very good. Very good. Perfect. And you landed some damage. That's good. That's fine. It's getting less fine. That's very good. Hits are being landed. A lot of them. We halved her health in one turn. And now Geb... Geb's ready to go. Oh, and you're not using that big special attack of yours. That's unfortunate for you. Yes, it is. It's very unfortunate for you. It's a shame, because we've got Onrush, so it'd actually be the perfect moment, but alas. Can use Great Split Horizontal, Dice Power +2. Now, the rest of our team is running real low on various things, such as health and stagger resist, but if they can allow Geb to hit her as hard as she can maintain her ego. So, Geb is gaining a flat +3 power to all of her die at the moment. And that's ignoring strength and endurance. It's at least +4. Use Focus Spirit, so you start gaining more strength. Alright, your die are all really slow for some reason. That's unfortunate. Okay, you can't contend much this turn. Looks like the rest of the team is going to have to step up. But this is potentially beneficial because it means Geb can do a lot of damage this turn. But it also means the entire team might just end up getting... You have less than half health. Oh, I think it might be time. Hit her with that. You're not going to end the fight with disposal. I'm almost 90% certain. So, let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. However... You are going to take... You would take fisticuffs. Not yet. At the very least... Look. The team has to do what it can, do whatever it can to allow Geb to continue firing at her fullest, and to do basically whatever she wants. Tiffany, your stagger resist is relatively... it's still relatively high. I'd still prefer if Intimidate didn't get to land, though. But we can't guarantee that we'll draw another Burning Flash. Well, we'll draw something. Fisticuffs. You're not well suited to dealing with this, Kiwi. You're really not. Your defensive die aren't very good. That will only be a 4 to 9, whereas that's going to be 7 to 10. Which means you'll be guaranteed to take a hit. Most of the team is probably going to get staggered this turn. There's almost no way around it. But if enough damage can be done this scene, Geb could practically take it next scene. Just need to do enough damage. You are not resistant to slash, so Violet Blade would be devastating. But if you use Violet Blade, the other attacks will stagger you. I think we should just try going full power. Just hit as hard as we can this turn. You know, we're not entirely without options. That takes care of that. We just got Lupine Onslaught. Yeah, just Lupine Onslaught. No big deal or anything. Fucking hell. Oh, Blind Faith. Yeah, because it's unaffected by power. That could work. Okay. So, the Kiwi probably won't stagger this turn. And everyone else, do your best to just hit her multiple times. Hit her as many times as you feasibly can. I guess. Just do your best. Try and land some paralysis. That would really help. And then unlock. Nah, go Multi-Slash. Yeah, go Multi-Slash. She's not resistant to those attacks. That's guaranteed to get what we want. Practically. That's guaranteed to get what we want. Practically. Do that because you're going to need the stuff. Well, this is certainly a turn. Good. Excellent. Exactly what we wanted. Good. That was good. That was great. You did really well, actually. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen, though. I figured the stagger die would probably lead to... The counter die would lead to staggers. That's what I'm trying to say. Goodbye. Oh, boy. You're fine. You did great. You did fantastically. You're doing fantastically. This fight might end this turn. It might end this turn. I'm pretty sure it will, actually. She's fucking done. You beat me fair and square. Can't complain about a good display of strength. As a team. As a team. As a team. As a team. The team. The floor of colors. The floor of languages. Oh boy, overspeed. Oh boy. So that pairs ridiculously well with Myongus, doesn't it? And beatdown. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, well, we need to have a few looks. Also, I didn't actually have a look at Oswald's, which is funny because I didn't use it. When using a combat page with 3 or more different types of non-counter dice, all dice on the page gain +1 power and deal +1 damage. That's interesting, but I feel like it'd be difficult to set up. Not really difficult, but needlessly difficult. Like, unnecessarily complicated, I should say. So, Tanya, what do you got? Take less damage. Upon taking what would be a lethal blow, nullify the damage and recover 100 HP. At the end of the scene, this happens. Fully restores stagger resist. Oh my god, that's powerful. Okay. It's almost as if that would be broken if you gave it to Geb, and that's why you can't. Overspeed. If speed is higher than the target's, all dice on this page gain +6 power. So, Myongist. There you go. There you fucking go. Nothing beats that, ever, with Myongist. It's physically impossible for that to lose if you're using Myongist. Well, not physically impossible, but extremely unlikely. So let's have a quick look, because obviously Tanya had the other page, which was very interesting. Beat down. On Clash Win, all dice on target's page lose 5 power. Oh, I see. So it's not as broken as when she used it. Okay, fair enough. Those are some fun fights. Those are some good fights. Now, I get it, I think. Whoops. I get it, that, like, it wasn't because soloing it with Geb makes that fight easy or anything. It's probably because it makes it cool and more thematically interesting. But, like, look, I set up the wheel. I've customized all of these nuggets. People have gone to the trouble of submitting them and, you know, creating them, and these are people's very own characters whom they are all attached to and stuff, and I'm attached to them too. This is the final fights of the game. I'm not just gonna be like, alright, fuck them, let's focus on the character we all already like and know is cool. No way. Boring. Well, it's boring to me. I want everyone to play. These are teams. Yes, you can make Geb broken as fuck if you have her solo this floor. There are loads of things that build into it, especially when you have allies die. Especially if you use passive attributions that boost you when allies die. And if you combine those with Myongist, I'm sure Geb is virtually unstoppable. And in fact, you could just spam counter die as well. There's plenty we could work with, I'm sure. Zhao gave us a ton. And so did the purple tier. Serpentine barrier and stuff like that. I'm sure it's very cool, but I love these characters and I wanted to play with them. So I did, and they all did really well, actually. They all did fantastically. Were they as strong as Geb? No. But I think this leans into Geb's character in of itself, where it's like, yes, Geb would probably, in her own way, Geb would probably prefer to solo some of these fights because she wouldn't want her allies getting hurt. But by the same token, she's not so egotistical as to believe that she doesn't need anyone's help. It's why she leads a team, and doesn't just solo everything all the time. And she would recognize that it's more important for us to win than for her to go out there and flex. This went exactly the way I wanted it to, and I'm very happy with it. Also, I just first tried both of those, so I'm quite happy. But ladies and gentlemen, we won't be doing the floor of social sciences until next time. You got 2 receptions today. I put the work in. It was fun. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to Adash Sanjeev, Alkir, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, MB Alias, The Old Man River, Lord Scullington, Jessicitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Leper Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, Sir World, Jumping with Joy, Wamasoku, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoy doing these receptions. To be honest, I should have just ended this after TIFFs and called it a day. That would have been the logical thing to do, especially since I'm supposed to record 2 videos today. But A, I'm really enjoying these and I always wanted to do more, and B, Net 6 was pretty short because that was a first try, one and done. And I didn't really want to have 2 shorter these aren't short videos, even when I do just one. They're like 50 minutes long. That's long for most people. But it's still shorter than I normally do, especially for Ruina, and I didn't really want to do that twice in a row. Wanted this one to be something that we could actually really sink our teeth into. And we did. And I first tried both of them, so fuck it. Nothing's been lost. Everything's been gained. I'm a hero. If you want to see Geb solo the Floor of Languages, play Ruina, buy the game, or if you've already done that, then I don't know why you want me to do it, because you've already done it, you've already seen it, it's something you've already seen before, so yeah, you know. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Whatever happens next time, and it will be the Floor of Social Sciences, Forehead's team is stepping up, and I think they're going to do quite well. I have no idea who they're going to be up against. Puppeteer, perhaps? Who knows? But whatever happens, hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.